Hello and welcome to the 41st video lecture of Quantitative Techniques Semester 3 Module number 3. In today's video lecture we are going to take one more problem on probability distribution to find out the coefficient of correlation and expected value of E of x plus y. So let us take the problem. The problem goes like this. From the following joint probability distribution of x and y, find A. Coefficient of correlation, B. Expected value of x plus y, and the probability distribution, that is the joint probability distribution of x and y, is given to you. So x and y is given to you. There's a line here, so that means x values are these values. So x values are these values and y values are these values. Okay, so x values are 2, 4, 6, y values are 1, 3 and 9, and we have joint probability. The first thing you have to look into this table is whether they have given you totals of rows and columns. In this case, unlike the previous problem, they haven't given any totals of rows and columns. So the first step is you have to find out the total of rows and columns. So you can note down the problem as it is and then write it. I'll start solution here itself. Solution, write total, total. So now is you have to find out the total of the rows and the columns. So 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.05, use your calculators, it will become 0.25. Add up this, you will get 0.3. Add up these, you will get 0.45. So once you have got all this, now find out the column totals. 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.1 gives you 0.4. Similarly, add up this, you will get 0.25. Add up this, you will get 0.35. If you find out this total, it should be 1. Just check, verify it. 0.35 plus 0.25 plus 0.4, you will get 1. Similarly, this total should also be equal to 1. That is, total of total should be equal to 1. Both row totals and column totals. So 0.25 plus 0.3 plus 0.45 will give you 1. So the total ultimate value is 1. You can use your scale for this. Now, the next step is you have to split this given problem into two different problems. That is, you have to find out expectation of x, variance of x, standard deviation of x. Similarly, you have to find out expectation of y, variance of y, and standard deviation of y. In order to do this, we are splitting this into two different columns. Because I have very less space, I shall do it beyond the margin as well. You can do it one below the other if you want. So I'll write it. X values I'll write first. And P of x. What are the x values? X values are 2, 4 and 6. 2, 4, 6. What are the P of x values for this? That is probability. Probability that x will take value 2 is 0.25. That is the total, corresponding total corresponding to the value x equal to 2. So this is 0.25. Similarly, if you find out 4, what is the value corresponding to 4? It is 0.3. And what is the value corresponding to 6? It is 0.45. Okay, so the next thing what you have to find out is quite easy, that is expectation, that is expected value of x. To find out expected value of x, we are finding out x into p of x. That is this multiplied by this. That is 0.5, 1.2 and 6 multiplied by 0.45 will give you 2.7. You can check the values with your calculators if you want. Then the next thing is x square. X square means square of this. So square of this, that is 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 4 is 16. 6 into 6 is 36. Next thing is x square into p of x. X square is 4. P of x is 25. Just because you should not get confused, just make it a mark between, show which two things you have to multiply. You have to multiply x square and p of x. So 4 multiplied by 0.25, use your calculator, you will get 1. 16 multiplied by 0.3, you will get 4.8, and 36 multiplied by 0.45, you will get it as 16.2. Then x square p of x you have got. So what will be your expected value of x? You have to find out this summation x into p of x is equals to, add up this, you will get 0.5 plus 1.2 plus 2.7, which is equals to 4.4. Similarly, add up all these values, you will get summation of x square into p of x is equals to 1 plus 4.8 plus 16.2. So the answer is 22. So this is the values for expectation of x. So we'll just write down what is the expected value of x. Therefore, e of x is equals to, by formula, summation of expectation of any number, anything, is equals to summation of that thing multiplied by probability of that thing itself. So summation of xp of x is nothing but 4.4. The next thing, expectation of x square. Expectation of x square, that is e of x square. So it is equals to, expectation of anything is equals to summation of that thing multiplied by probability of that thing. So summation of x square into p of x, we have found out it is nothing but 22. Now we are finding out variance of x. By formula, variance of x is equals to e of x square minus e of x the whole square, which is equals to, what is e of x square? It is equal to 22 minus e of x the whole square is 4.4 square. So which is equals to 22 minus 4.4 square. 4.4 multiplied by 4.4 is 19.36, which is equals to nothing but, now square root, if you want to find out of this, is 22 minus 19.36. First you have to find out the difference, that is nothing but 2.64. So variance of x is nothing but 2.64. what is st of x is equals to square root of variance of x, which is equals to square root of 2.64, which is equals to 1.625. So this is standard deviation of x. So this is like a 5-mark problem that we have solved. First what we have done is we have split the given problem here. We have split the given problem. We have taken only x values here and corresponding probabilities. Okay, corresponding probabilities, and we have found out x into p of x. Then we have found out x square, and then we have done x square into p of x. Okay, and we have found out summation of x into p of x and x square into p of x, because we want e of x and e of x square. Okay, then we have put it in variance formula and we have found out what is variance. Once we have found out variance, we have found out standard deviation, because standard deviation is equal to square root of variance. So this is what we have done. Similar thing we have to do for the other part, that is y. Now we'll just copy out the y values. Y and p of y. So y values here are 1, 3 and 9. Corresponding probabilities for these are here. Corresponding to 1, the total is 0.4. Corresponding to 3, the total is 0.25. And corresponding to 9, the total is 0.35. Once we have done this, the next thing is y into p of y. Y multiplied by p of y. 1 multiplied by 0.4. 3 multiplied by 0.25. And 9 multiplied by 0.35. Use your calculators. It is 3.15. Then find out y square. Just like how we have done here, x square we have found out. Of y square, if you add up summation of y square into p of 1. So 0.4, so pi is 31, right? Similarly, again, how you find e of x square of y and e of y square. So E of y is nothing but summation of expectation of anything is summation of that thing multiplied by probability of that thing. So summation of y into p of y of p of y total is 4.3. Summation of anything, expectation of anything is that summation of y thing, that thing multiplied by p of y, which is equals to, here we have found out y square into p of y, that is nothing but 31. Now find out variance. Variance of y is equals to e of y square minus e of y the whole square, which is equals to e of y square is 31 minus e of y the whole square is 4.3 square, which is equals to 4.3 into 4.3 is equals to 18 point minus 49. So variance of y is equals to 12.51. So now find out SD of y. This is SD of x, this is SD of y is equal to square root of variance of y. So SD of y is equals to square root of 12.51, which is equals to 3.537. So SD of y is 3.537. This is what we are getting now. So now what all things we have got here? We have converted this entire problem into two different problems. E of x we have found out, E of y we have found out, and similarly SD of x and SD of y we have found out. So that is the ultimate goal, to find SD of x and SD of y. Now once you find out SD of x and SD of y, the next thing what you have to find out is E of xy, that is expectation of x into y. Now the formula to find out E of xy, that is E of x into E of y, is equals to double summation of, sorry, my mistake, expectation of E of xy is not E of x into E of y. Expectation of xy is given by double summation of x into y multiplied by p of x comma y. This is same like our previous thing. Expectation of anything is equals to summation of that thing multiplied by probability of this thing itself. But here, because two variables are used, x and y, we have double summation. So the formula is simple. Now let's move towards how to solve this formula. So for that we need the question. Just concentrate on the question. I've got it here. Okay. Now I'll just write here E of xy is equals to. Now E of xy is equals to double summation of this into p of this. So forget about this formula, just concentrate on the table. We have to concentrate only on the probability part, excluding the total, that is this, the central part where actual probabilities are given, the border of which I am darkening. I hope you are understanding this. E of xy is equals to, the first number in this box is 0.1. So I am writing this 0.1. multiplied by corresponding of value of x is 2 multiplied by corresponding value of this is y is 1. See here, the first number is 0.1. The corresponding value of x is 2. The corresponding value of y is 1. So I have multiplied by 0.1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. So 0.1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 plus next number is 0.1 again multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 plus the third number is 0.05 0.05 okay multiplied by 2 multiplied by 9 plus the next number is 0.2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 1 plus the next number is 0 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 plus the next number is 0.1 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 9 plus the next number is 0.1 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 1 plus the next number is 0.15 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 3 plus the next number is 0.2 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 9. So this is how we are finding E of xy. Now just solve this, you will get E of xy. This is quite simple, that is why E of xy is equals to 0.1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 will give you 0.2 plus 0.1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 will give you 0.6 plus 0.05 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 9 will give you 0.9 and so on. You have to multiply everything. So we shall get like this once we multiply all these numbers. Just add up this. So the total here, if you add up all these things after getting this, is E of xy is equals to 20.2. Now once you got E of xy, the next thing what you have to find out is covariance of x comma y. Covariance of x comma y, the formula for that is E expected value of xy minus E of x into E of y. So you know E of xy we have found out just now, that is 20.2. E of x we have found out in our previous steps, that is here it is E of x is 4.4 and E of y is 4.3. So you have E of x 4.4, E of y 4.3, multiply these two, you will get 18.92 and 20.2 minus 18.92 is 1.28. So covariance of x comma y is 1.28. Why we have found out covariance of x comma y is because we need it to find out coefficient of correlation, because the formula for coefficient of correlation R is equals to covariance of x comma y divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. So coefficient of correlation is equals to covariance of x comma y, which is nothing but 1.28, and then divided by standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. We have found out in the previous steps. Here it is again. Standard deviation of x is 1.625 and standard deviation of y is 3.537. So the same thing I've copied out, I've multiplied the denominator, it comes up to this. Once you simplify it, you will get R is equals to 0.22. So this is coefficient of correlation, one major thing in the problem we have found out. The next thing what we have to supposed to find out is E of x plus y. E of x plus y, very simple formula, which is equals to expectation of x plus expectation of y. Expectation of x and expectation of y we have found out in our previous steps. Expectation of x, that is E of x, is nothing but 4.4 plus E of y we have found out it is nothing but 4.3. Add up both this, you will get E of x plus y, that is 8.7. I hope you are getting the same thing when you are using your calculators. With this we finish this problem and also model number 3. So I hope there is no difficulties in any of these problems. If you have any difficulties, you can contact me. If there are any problems, you can always contact us. With this, we end today's lecture.